Hello, this is Sean Wenders, Digital Coach for the Union County School District. I'm going to show you a Google Form add-on called Docappender. And what this is going to do, it's going to allow you to send responses to specific locations. This is good for reports or specific data collections. You can do this for group projects. What I'm going to do now is a writing submission. So ideally what you would have done is done a writing assignment with the student and then turned in a graded response to them. And this is just a way of collecting that information in one spot so the teacher doesn't have to put it together and students get a chance to review their own work. So right now I've got my form started. I do have to show you this one thing. We want to make sure we get on add-ons and you add Docappender. And so you just want to go into the search bar and do Docappender. Second thing, you want to go into your Google Drive and you want to create a folder where you want this to store. So I'm doing first period, and then I'm going to make a document for each one. So if I was doing a group project, I would just do group 1, group 2, group 3. And this one, I created a doc for each of my students. So now I have a question that it's the student's name, and it's going to be a drop down. I'm not going to fill that in. Docappender is going to do that for me. In this case, you would want, in another case, you might want group, and then you would have your documents as your groups. Name of the assignment that I'm wanting them to do, how well they did, what they scored, and what they thought they did well on the piece. All right, so next I can actually go into my add-ons, and I'm going to select Docappender. So I don't want to create a folder because I've already got one made, so I want to pick from folders. Here's my most recently modified, so I'm going to do first period. So I hit next, and now I want to select the question. Name, and save and populate this. So what it's going to do, it's going to pull those documents from that folder, and you saw that filled in. And now when students make their selection, this is the information. So do you want a timestamp? I want their name. I want the name of the writing assignment, how they felt. This is just all the responses that's going to go in there. And now you get more than one option on here. Vertical table is going to look like your standard Excel sheet response where everything's just lined up together. Rows and table and bulleted lists are just going to group them together in a response. I think this is really good if you have like the idea of maybe printing these out and giving the kids a little cutout slip. So I'm going to do enable. And now that's ready to go. So I'm going to go into preview. And you might have noticed this little guy on my screen. This is another little add-on I have. It just lets me drop math questions in. So that's not something you need to go looking for. So let's preview this. So now the student's going to select their name, the preview list. Then the name of the writing assignment, we'll do assignment 1, whatever that was. And I did okay on it. Let's say this was out of 16 points. I might have got 13. Well, organize, load. Now I submit. And so what that should, when I go back to my folder, if I select Stan Michael, I'll have this in the paper. And so it's going to be grouped together. And if I turn around and add again, let's do another writing beat for Stan. paper, you see the next thing pops in. Now that's doing the vertical tables. Like I said, if you did the other choices, it would kind of separate them out so you can share that information a little different. But worth playing around with. I didn't catch that. Pretty neat little system for you to have for your students, especially if you're having them track data information or if you're just wanting that information separated out. But worth checking out. Thank you.